Walter, what happened to you?
The man who invented fish ponds should be shot.
And what a place for one. Right under the window that we jumped out of.
Did you have any luck?
Oh, just caught a cold and 3 goldfish.
Did you run into Matt and Pete? They went over there to look for you.
No, dear, but we were in a little bit of a hurry.
Yes, burglar alarms always make me nervous.
Oh, no! Look at that! Pete! What happened?
Well, we learned a very interesting fact. Desi Arnaz has 3 dogs.
And a butler who bites.
We're looking for you 2. Where did you go?
Well, dear, that's not the point. Did you get to see Mr. Arnaz?
Well, I caught a glimpse of him over my shoulder, but I didn't stop to say hello.
Your clothes are just ruined.
Well, look at my clothes. I feel like I'm dressed for the rag picker's ball.
Now, Matt, dear, I know just what you're going to tell me.
What?
And I only have one thing to say.
What?
Now, why can't I say clever things like that?
Lily, what were you going to say?
This whole thing was all due to my carelessness, and I'm not going to let you pay for it.
Lily, I asked you to stay out of this. I'll handle Desi Arnaz.
You know, at this point, a lesser man would give up. Being a lesser man, I do. When is Halloween?
October.
No, I better change.
Matt, what are we going to do?
Well, you're not going to do anything, but I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go upstairs, and I'm going to change clothes, and I'm going to go see this lawyer Harrigan, and I'm going to tell him off.
Oh, well, I'll fix you a sandwich and bring it up to you,
All
honey.
right, honey, thank you.
Now, Lily, what are you shaking your head for?
Matt'll never get in to see that lawyer. They're ducking us. Oh, I just wish I could think of something else that I could do to help Matt.
Oh, Lily, forget it. I have decided to, reform.
The only thing I can think of is to give up the ship.
That's the most sensible thing you've said. Lily, let's take in a movie tonight, huh? I'll see what's playing.
You know, next time we'd be a little smarter. We'd cut the burglar alarm first.
Lily, we are going to the movies.
Oh, well, all right, Hilda, see what you can find.
Oh. Well, look at this.
What is it?
How'd you like that? We couldn't get in to see Desi Arnaz, but a group of teenagers don't have any trouble at all.
What's that?
Look, here. Desi Arnaz has invited some teenager members of his fan clubs over to his house to help celebrate the opening of his new picture, Forever Darling.
Teenage members of his fan club. Hilda.
Lily, I don't like that look in your eye. In fact, I don't like that look in both your eyes. Oh, why can't I keep my big bazoo shut?
Hilda, I think I know how we're going to get in to see Desi Arnaz. We'll go over to my newspaper and find out how to get in touch with one of his fan clubs.
No, Lily, absolutely no.
Oh, now, Hilda, come on. We've got a lot of work to do.
Lily, when I make up my mind not to do anything, I won't do it. Oh, and there's no use you're asking me to, because you know I will.
Right this way, club members. Right in here. Oh, my. Well, as Desi Arnaz's manager, it's a pleasure having you here. Mr. Arnaz will be here any moment. In the meantime, if you care to dance, the record player's right there.
Oh, Mr. Murray, this is some house.
Well, thank you.
Real chilly.
Cool.
Real cool.
I think it's the craziest. It's the most. I'm sent. I'm gone. I'm went.
I beg your pardon?
I'm afraid he's a little rectangular. Not a real hep pussycat.
Gee, I'm trying to find one that really rocks here, kids. I can't seem to figure out. How come I didn't see you two at last year's annual meeting?
Come on, let's dance. Why don't you put on the record, huh?
Great man, I'm in the grove.
Groove.
Oh, groove.
Here we go.
Club members, Mr. Arnaz is here.
Oh, everybody in your places. Quick, kids, the alma mater. Everybody ready?
Oh, Desi Arnaz, we love you. The spring shining idol and hope. There's no one who is your equal in 3D or cinemascope. We pray for the day when the Oscar will stand on the shelf by the wall. Yes, some may like Sabu, and some may like Garbo, but it's you we love best of all. Baloo.
Well, thank you very, very much. Say, our little group is getting bigger every year, isn't it? Now, let me see if I remember everybody. You're Betty from the San Francisco chapter, right? And Harry, San Diego? Jimmy, Denver? Let me see, Marie Louise from Chicago, right? And Maria, all the way from Kansas City. Well, isn't that nice? And you, ladies? Are you girls?
Yes.
Fan club members, yes?
Yes, we are charter members.
Oh, there are you.
Since 1925.
I wasn't making pictures in 1925.
We always had faith in you.
Well, what chapter are you from?
Pasadena. We've merged this morning.
Oh, that's nice, kind of friendly.
Sir.
Like, yeah. Yes, Yanks.
The cake is in the dining room all ready to be lighted.
Well, how about going in, eh, boy? Okay.
Just a moment, you two.
Oh, back to the fish pond.
What's the matter, Yanks?
Sir, these aren't club members. These are the two that tried to see you this morning.
Oh, are you friends of Mr. Henshaw?
I'm Mr. Henshaw's mother-in-law. And I just had to think of a way of letting you know that everything that happened was my fault and not my son-in-law's.
And this is the one who kicked me.
Let go of me, Curly, or I'll hide your hat.
Let him go, Yanks.
But, sir, remember your lawyers told you not to talk to them.
Let him
Oh,
go. let him
Desi.
go.
Desi.
Yes.
Harrigan just called with a surveyor's report. Your trouble wasn't with the building next door. Your swimming pool has a leak in it. It's washing away the hillside.
Hilda!
My swimming pool has a leak in it.
That's right.
Mira que tienen los arquitectos americanos esto de ponerle un hoyo en la piscina del swimming pool. Qué barbaridad.
Oh, isn't that romantic?
Will there be anything else, sir?
No. Yes, there will be. Go out and get a road map and get lost.
You know, Desi, you ought to call that young architect and apologize.
Well, I don't think we have to do that. You see, this lady here is Mr. Henschel's mother-in-law, Mrs.
And Mrs. Ruskin.
And I'm Hilda Crocker.
Glad to know you.
Thank
Oh, you mean these are fans of yours?
Yes, and I can sure use them. That gives me 738 against Lucy's 21,005,007. I think we owe you ladies an apology.
Oh, no, indeed, Mr. Arnaz, you've been so gracious. And now that everything's turned out all right, I think we owe you an apology for crashing your party.
What do you mean, crashing the party? You're the nicest guest I ever had. Why don't you stay?
Oh, we'd love to stay. Not only are you handsome and charming and gallant and romantic, but I hear you have some nice ice cream and cake.
Well, you've got to stick around if only to watch those kids dance.
What do you mean, watch? We're in the groove.
You mean you,
Sure, I'll rock.
And I roll.
Well, let's wrap it.
Yeah, man!
are you ready, Mrs. Raskin? Let's go.
It certainly is a relief to know we're not going to be sued.
Yes. I should say. Mother, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. That must have been some party.
It was fantastic. And Mr. Arnaz is such a charming man.
Oh. Well, did you have any entertainment?
Oh, yes. Mr. Arnaz sang Babalu 18 times. I wonder how he trained that parrot to say encore.